It's Father's Day 2022. I'm a father. I've got 6 kids myself. I gotta be honest, I have a lot of wasted years behind me because I was caught up internally in a lot of personal things, stuff that was created by trauma from my past, things that had me so twisted up inside, stuck inside of my own head and body, that I actually didn't even know I had a problem, except the first clue was probably that I didn't feel like I fit what I was hearing coming out of other dads. So for example, the birth of their kids or that protective instinct that kicks in. I actually don't remember the birth of several of my kids. They know this. It's not a big secret. I'm not revealing something for the first time. I was there, but I just don't have working memory of that because I was so completely what I call checked out that I wasn't even forming new, good, healthy memories. In a lot of ways, the experience I had of fatherhood, I felt sort of not present. I know now in trauma terms, that's something that is often referred to as dissociation. It's actually a self-protective response. There's a whole rabbit hole you can go down there. But I remember that being strange. I remember hearing stories from other fathers who would say like what it was like when they had their first and second and third or whatever kids, and how something changes and you feel a love you just have never felt before. It's impossible to describe, and they would go on and tell stories about this transformation that happened for them. And I remember hearing those stories, how I would almost always think, my God, that is not my experience of being a father. Is something wrong with me? But of course, back then, rather than taking that moment of curious pause and saying, I should look into that, I just sort of ignored it. I felt ashamed of how different I was. I didn't know anyone else who had had that shared experience of not quite understanding the dad thing like it was being described to them. And so I was scared, I felt alone, I felt weird, and I didn't talk about it for those reasons. And so for years, I just felt really stuck, and I felt like a crappy dad. Naturally, as a result, I wasn't a very good father. If you're a father out there like me who didn't get started off on the right foot, and as a result, you missed a tremendous amount of opportunity. You didn't get to feel feelings that you've heard other dads feel. Maybe you were angry or scary for your kids. Maybe you weren't a safe person to be around. You lost an enormous amount of time. You lost an enormous amount of opportunity. And you created things between you and your kids and your family that, quite frankly, you're not going to be able to wish away. You're going to have to work your way back to health and wholeness and to trust and love and acceptance that goes in every direction. Later in life, I was shocked into a state of alertness that I had never really experienced until that point through a traumatic experience. To those dads who got a very late start but were yourselves in some way shocked or awakened. Maybe somebody said something to you that broke through. Maybe you read a book or saw a film or experienced an event that was in some way jarring, and it unsettled you in such a way that you were finally able to get a little bit of a grasp. You were able to see just a little bit that maybe something's not quite right, and you seized that moment, you seized that opportunity, you let your curiosity kick in. If that's a father like you, and you have faced a moment where you felt the shame of that, and instead of feeling the shame and running away, for whatever reason, one time you decided, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get help, I'm gonna work on my junk, and I'm gonna transform and recycle my shame into something that I can be proud of. And you've been working on yourself, and you've been doing everything you know how to do, and the people in your life, and this is important, are reflecting back to you that you are legitimately doing these things, that they are legitimately experiencing change from you. So it's not just you talking about it, you actually have people in your life who love and care about you reflecting back to you that in fact you are doing it. You're making amends, you're making changes, you are repairing the breach, you are restoring and renewing relationships. To those dads who didn't get started on the right foot, but somehow, whether it was through the help of a hero, a stroke of luck, an encounter with trauma that shocked you into a state of finally being connected and awake, somehow or another, you were finally able to see that working on yourself was going to be a worthwhile project, and you went ahead, felt that shame deeply. Let's face it, guys, this is not a momentary shame we're talking about. It is persistent, it is oppressive, it hangs over you or around your neck like a stone. It's really hard to notice how messed up you were, and then to own that, and then to stay committed to healing and wellness while still carrying around that shame until finally you can begin to transform it by chipping a little piece of that stone off, day after day, moment after moment. To those fathers who had every reason to quit, who were already, for all kinds of reasons, considered losers to themselves or the people that they call their family, but you went ahead and pursued health and wellness, restoration, redemption, forgiveness, healing, and a renewed pursuit of relationship with your family. I want to say to you today, I see you, I thank you, and I am so damn proud of you. And if you're a father who has not yet made the decision to transform that shame into something beautiful, I want to say, I have faith in you. I believe in you. There is an essential goodness that started in you when you were a baby that is still there. I want you to feel encouraged to find it, reclaim it, forgive yourself for all the time lost, forgive yourself for all the opportunities lost, forgive yourself for all the mistakes, and then do what you need to do to restore yourself as a father to your children. Whether I know you or not, in a very real way, I feel like I see you, and I believe in you, and I just want to say, you can do this, and it really is worth it. Find your humility, be real, and own your junk. Get your family involved in your process. They are the best mirror to let you know if you're really getting somewhere with them, and go for it. Even if you feel like the failures that are behind you will forever outweigh any good you could possibly find in front of you, I want to tell you, the good that's out there, it's worth having. Don't be afraid to throw away what you aren't, to reclaim what you are, and to work your ass off to get it back. Happy Father's Day. If you like what I'm doing here on my channel and you want to support me, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you'll get alerts every time I post a new video. Maybe like the video, leave a comment, leave questions. Don't be afraid to share these on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Reddit. Anywhere you think the video might find traction and might be helpful to an audience, please, I invite you to share it.